I think Virtus.pro are going to be a strong team in the from now until the next major. Basically, I think they're going to be a sort of a really important opponent to try and figure out.
Yeah, I agree. They always seem to be consistent. Well, I think they're a team that's probably stayed the longest in the top. Although NIP have always been a threat. They did have their slump phase where they were kind of just getting beat up by everybody. But yeah, Virtus.pro feel like the team that has always been able to keep in that at least like top 5 range as like a real threat at any time, right? They would crumble a little bit deeper into the bracket, but they would just so consistently make semifinals. It was kind of ridiculous. So there's definitely some weight to what the players are saying. You know, as far as like, well, none of us actually want to play Virtus.pro because we're always kind of scared of them. Just by looking at the results, at what they've actually achieved over the past year. But what's going to be real fun is seeing what kind of level they can reach before the next major that just got announced, Gamescom. Oh, not even Gamescom. What am I saying? Lanxess. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, well, now there are so many tournaments that are big, even without them being majors, and that's one of the traditional strengths of the core of the sort of the Golden Five group, isn't it? That they used to be like back in 1.6 as well, real good with really important and big tournaments. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna continue here, and in the way it kind of has in Global Offensive, they really do step it up when there's a lot of pressure on the line here. FlipSid, on the other hand, are lacking Simple, as they always are in these tournaments. You can't play in these ESL tournaments, so it's Davkos playing instead, and he's actually pretty good, but it still is always this weird issue where, you know, they keep having like a permanent stand-in nearly.
Well, who are we missing? Because where's Bondic as well then?
You're right. Cyberfocus is here.
And he's usually the guy, I guess, who's standing in for Simple, right? But then
you're right.
Is Davkos Bondic then in that case? Because I see Markelov, Blade, and World Edit.
Well, no, but then that means Bondic is literally not here. That Davkos is just a different Russian player who's is quite good, but oh man, yeah, okay. So they've got 2 stand-ins now instead, which is not going to make things easy, especially maybe on Cobblestone. Taz with a pretty good opening here and looking for more on Cyberfocus, but he's going to get shut down. Blade and Davkos returning in force, and now it's going to be Snacks and Pasha left. 2v3, bomb goes down right in front of Snacks, and he's crouching in, looking behind him to pick up that kill on Davkos, but it won't matter. World Edit will finish the round, and it's going to go to FlipSid. That was a bit of a surprise. Looked like that could have gone either way.
And in case you guys are wondering about why Simple is banned, he was playing on a friend's account, essentially. He was initially banned in the ESL, and then he played on a friend's account and tried to get around the ruling, and then that caused him to be banned longer. So, yeah, it's kind of a sad situation there, in particular because ESL seem to be getting all the majors in the big leagues, and so that means that FlipSid, if they want to play with Simple, they have to take this kind of hit, where they could play with Simple in other leagues. DreamHack Tour, for example, they were there. The whole lineup, right? But then when it comes to actually playing these kinds of matches, all of a sudden they have to bring in the likes of Cyberfocus, who has been doing well, but he's not Simple, right? Simple is just an outright monster. And Taz gets the headshot onto Cyberfocus, the man in question. And Bialy holding up close to Plateau here as well. Might be seeing some action soon. Although we are going to see Markelov just shredding with this MAC-10. He's getting a lot done. Bialy stands his ground. Will take one with him. And Snacks will get caught. Markelov with the triple kill. That's going to be painful there for Virtus.pro. Him getting a triple kill with the MAC-10 is not what you want to achieve in that round.
No, that's, you know, it's a fair bit of money, and they're obviously going to be using that later on. Maybe not on Markelov, but I mean, World Edit definitely, and they'll be dropping some AWPs here, right? Right now they have it like between World Edit and Cyberfocus, and I think Davkos does some helping as well, so they've got like 3 people they could put it on. And apparently, well, like, we will just apparently never see Markelov really opening in Global Offensive again, which I still think is a mistake. I still think Markelov could do it.
I know you still hold out. You're like,
yeah,
no, man, Markelov, the god will return one day if we keep the faith.
I will never give up on that dream, never.
But a bit of an interesting play here from Virtus.pro. They were expecting FlipSid to try and change up the tactics and head over to that A site through underpass. They went for a 4-man stack over there, as we can see early on. Leaving Taz all by his lonesome over here on the B site. He gets spotted out, though, and he's down to 35 HP. Will take the fight versus Cyberfocus and just get completely mauled. Bialy as well, not achieving anything with that P250, unfortunately for him. And that leaves Neo and Pasha, the last 2 alive here for Virtus.pro. We might see Pasha get lucky, but no, World Edit's going to strike first and win that duel. So it leaves Neo all by his lonesome here.
That was practically a drive-by, wasn't it? Well, that it was on 9 health, so yeah, that could have probably been a kill on him. But either way, it's a flawless round for FlipSid here. Markolov picking up 3 kills once again. Doing quite a good job. For anyone who maybe picked him for their team, maybe they're going to be happy right now. I'm expecting that in the salary ranges, Markolov is pretty cheap at the moment.
I agree, but it's never really Markolov that you see like.
No, definitely not
either these days, right? I think that he's playing much more of like a support role, air quotes, right, but a support role for FlipSid, not really taking the frontline fights like Simple would. But he starts this round off with $9,000, right? That's an obscene amount of money to get 6 kills with a MAC-10. That's the difference it makes. Just 9,000. He's fully bought up, and he's still got like 6K in the bank. So he's feeling pretty good about himself right now. At least he had a great start. But now Pasha and Snacks. They've already changed up positions actually here, Virtus.pro. Usually it's Neo holding underpass here in the position that Pasha is holding, and Pasha is holding up here by Plateau. But Taz is holding close to Plateau, Bialy holding on the site, and Neo playing more of a drop-down rotator man here. So this is interesting. Virtus.pro, they've gone ahead and changed quite a few positions on Cobblestone as far as their CT defense is concerned.
Yeah, we'll see if it's going to work out for them. I mean, they might be a team that's trying to figure out this map as well. It seems like this was the map that like a lot of teams are trying to focus on now because, it's like either this or Overpass, but then Train came in, so now it seems like half the teams are trying to practice Trains, half the team are trying to get good on a Cobblestone. It's a little bit hard to figure out exactly where the focus is between everyone at the moment.
All right, now we're going to see if it's going to hold.
Well, 2 great entry frags here for FlipSid. A third one from Blade taking down Taz, and this is going to cause some real trouble for VP. Neo trying to get an opening on somebody here. Drops Cypher focus, but he's going to jump right into the waiting arms of Markolov. Snacks, AWP in hand. Going to get a kill here on Markolov and then instantly run away. Yeah, I'm really glad to see Snacks shopping, but this round he won't get to show too much of it, I think.
And the GG's getting called already. GG, well played, FlipSid, right? Oosh, that is painful.
Yeah, first time you get rifles and you can't really do much with it. Definitely no fun at all. Snacks, at least they won't be able to find him. So yeah, up in the future, in the upcoming round here. Oh, I almost spoke too soon then. That is scary. I'm wondering, like, Snacks is a fairly adventurous player. I imagine he will go and look for a kill this round rather than just hanging on back.
No, Snacks has actually got a falchion knife as well. Well then, Snacks. Oh, he's been busy. Let's see. Such an interesting knife as well. Alright, well, we're going to follow him with the AWP. He's down in underpass, but might be an angle here for him to catch, and they actually trade shots, Snacks and World Edit. Snacks down to 23, World Edit down to 41, and that is a little bit annoying. And World Edit just going to be playing solo over here as well. Snacks trying to change up that angle. We did have some action early on over on the B side as well. And there we go. Quick in the drop-down room. Taz spots that, though. So luckily, Virtus.pro will get some of the information that might keep them alive here. Or at least might keep them dangerous, hungry. A threat as Neo walks right in behind a perfectly timed flash. Takes out Markolov. 2 headshots there. And Bialy comes in as well. Up on Plateau. Tries to get that off shot in, but he's not quite going to be fast enough. Gets bested.
Oh, what a hero play for Neo. And they're right, the flashbang to set it off, but quite clean work. Now Pasha going to be walking up behind World Edit. And this should be a simple kill, but he's just a second too late. He pretty could have done that, but World Edit got a second chance there. And throwing the bomb back up is Blade, so usually World Edit going to run up and pick it up here. 30 seconds left. Is he going to go back down, or is he going to run back to A? It seems like they're going to recommit to the A bombs. And now Neo, well, Snacks is going to be in a great position. If he gets this kill here on World Edit, that's going to seal the deal.
He needs to hear the steps, though. This is going to get really awkward for him. World Edit starting to run up, and I think Snacks just heard it. He's trying to get back into position. Gets spotted on that site. World Edit did see him. But with 10 seconds left, World Edit has to hit the shot of his life. And he is going to get it done. Snacks already so low. CZ, instant death. And now it's Neo, 1v2 here, trying to walk his way through. But Blade holding the angle on Connector already. Not going to let him get past that door. And it will be a 5th round for FlipSid. Much closer than FlipSid would have liked. But a round nonetheless. 5-0 now for the CNS team.
What is going on here? This is, it's not what we were expecting, was it? At least a little bit more resistance out of the VP team. Are currently turning into a bit of a bad start. Although, just to say, when we were watching Dignitas play on this map against NIP, they did bring it back from a 7-1 deficit into having like a fairly decent first half anyway. So 5-0, they can recover in this VP. Obviously, it's a bit ugly early on here, but now they've gone for a double up setup, and Taz is holding the other orb.
Yeah, no, that's what I was wondering about, but he's playing behind Henhouse right now, so I was wondering if he was going to try and take it up aggressive onto Plateau, see if he can get into position there. But he decides to play a bit more passively here, similar to Cross on Dust 2, essentially. You get that feel, that same feel. And then Pasha holds his own in underpass. Good trade there. Davkos managing to come through, and Snack's going to hit the shot point blank on a Davkos. He walks right back into World Edit, but he makes it back around the corner, and he does not live. World Edit, great timing there. Manages to rush through that smoke, catch Snack swapping weapons. Neo here, however, free kill for him. And we're Virtus.pro managing to maintain that man advantage for the time being.
Yeah, and surely this is going to be the round, right? Markolov and Cyber Focus left 40 seconds. They're a man down. And they did spot Neo up there jumping. If that had been a headshot, it would have been sick as all hell. Neo gonna re-peek after the flashbang, and they even have the manners to line up so that he can conserve a couple of bullets. You know, they're thinking about the environment too, and bullets I'm sure are like CO2 heavy, so they just line up so you can get the kills easy. And it's gonna be 6 for Neo currently. Finally around for VP.
Yeah, that's like sick play by Neo. He's looking pretty sharp right now. And also good communication as far as Pasha. Snacks, kind of a shame that he wasn't able to do more. Sorry. For some reason my chair doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. That was a key round for Virtus.pro, no doubt about it. And we go into the 7th now. We're FlipSid. They have full money to buy, and we're going to get to see if Taz can hit the shot with the AWP. Cyber Focus waiting on the other side of those boxes right now, just waiting for the time to peek forth. And is Taz going to be ready, or is he going to get caught sleeping at the wheel? Feel like we're going to see this happen here any second.
Yeah, it's either that or in drop zone. One of these two places is going to explode, but Neo walks back out again, so it's kind of hard to know exactly where the action is going to end up. A little bit of damage being put into Markolov here, 60 health.
Bialy seems convinced that there's a man up there as well. They've really got Cyber Focus boxed in. And Neo hears the steps and drops down room. We lose Taz. Cyber Focus right now just landing the shots, but Bialy will get the headshot on him from the site itself. Manages to wrap back around, but he's getting wall banged. Very tricky position now for Bialy. And the nade isn't going to help, but he lives with 1 HP. Molotov will do the job, though. And a man advantage now for FlipSid, but that bomb gets dropped out into the open. Not a perfect smoke either. Snacks could try and hit this shot. If only he hit the timing. The timing is perfect with that flash, but Pasha steps forward and takes out Markolov. And now Snacks caught swapping guns. It's going to be Pasha instead to drop that bomb carrier, and World Edit and Pasha now in a 1v1.
I mean, this is great. World Edit is covering the bomb, but it's not planted. It's just there on the ground, so he's really covering nothing at all. And now he's got 10 seconds. He's going to make a lot of noise running around. Pasha, how could he not hear it? He still gets the kill, but it looked like he was looking the wrong way for the longest time. And that will be the round for VP. 2 in a row. And they are getting back in the game. And you can tell FlipSid, if they've got the bomb plant here, everyone could have bought. But because they don't, they're still going to force it, but it won't be perfect. That bomb plant would have made a big difference.
Yeah, it would have been a huge win, actually. Now you've got Davkos actually going for the scout. Okay, then. So, 2 rifles, a scout, and 2 Tech 9s will be what FlipSid have to work with in this round. And I wonder if they're going to try and go for some faster pressure here. Cyber Focus way close, but he gets flashed by Neo, and that's a very nice pop flash there going off. Free kill for Neo. Taz has to be a little bit careful here in drop down room, though. This was his usual spot before, so it's good to see Taz back in play.
Well, already Cyber Focus being down. Taz, you're right, gonna flash his way back in here, and I mean, if he's more comfortable in that position than he is AWPing, then he should definitely stick to. Though they will lose Bialy to the scout. Davkos with a double kill currently, and it's gonna be Blade taking down Neo. He did manage to trade the frag, but Davkos going down. I mean, now it's a 2v2. Markolov very low. Blade also on half health, and he is now with the grenade follow-up there. Gonna be very close to death, and Virtus.pro coming back into this game in a big way now. Probably gonna get a 3rd round here. Nice shot from Pasha, and that will seal the deal. 3-5. Now FlipSid definitely have to eco.
Yeah, that pretty much makes up their mind for them, right? Now it's Virtus.pro getting on a bit of a streak. 3 rounds in a row for themselves here. Still fairly low on the money, though, as we can see. I mean, with Snacks, he's just like, I know they're going to be ecoing. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the money. I'm going to go for the MP9. And that's what's going to work for me. All right, Snacks. I approve. If you take a close underpass as well, that could be pretty nasty there for FlipSid. Well, FlipSid do make a little bit of an investment in this round, deciding to go for some P250s and some Tech 9s, but they don't really have any nades, so it is going to kind of have to come down to either a lurk through, but he steps. And that's just unfortunate. Snacks does get rushed down, but then Pasha coming into play, drops that bomb at his feet, takes the fight with Blade, gets overwhelmed, and Blade will then get caught by Neo in turn. It's a bit surprising there to see that. One step gave it away, but he had no idea that Snacks was standing at his back.
Yeah, I kind of like the setup anyway, although I don't know, it's a bit weird as well, but it kind of works out, and they only lost 2, and the AWP was saved, so they didn't lose too many rifles either, really. I mean, not the most expensive ones at any rate. Will put us into the 10th round with now a 4-round comeback into this half here for VP. The FlipSid, they seem to have they're slowly running out of energy here. Pasha moving quite far up over at long, but he's going to reconsider that for a moment. He was thinking about just going for the peak there, you could tell, but now he's back in position.
And Pasha, yeah. Flash around that corner. Pasha giving ground. Will just barely make it around in time. That was a close call for him, and he's got Snacks rotating over now to help him out as well. So now the tag team has been reestablished. Blade takes that moment, though, to get back into underpass here. We'll see if he can get the drop on them. Pasha just out of the angle, and Blade hits the timing, but he doesn't get the shot. We lose Snacks, though. An extra man has rotated over, however. That's Neo now to plug the gap, gets the spray on Cyber Focus, removes him from the map, takes out World Edit as well. And this is all over the place right now. Such a long-running battle.
Still plenty of time for it to continue as well, and Markelov taking out Taz is going to bring it back on an even keel now into a 2v2. And the bomb, well, it's all the way back there. Davkos going to have to run back and pick it up, and that's going to buy time for VP. If not to get a kill, then maybe at least to realize what's going on. I'm wondering if Pasha would have heard Davkos running. I think he did, because you can see him running for the scope, but the smoke was there to block it off, and Neo already with a triple kill, looking for a little bit more. Can't actually reach Davkos here. But can they find Markelov is the big question. He's hiding in a bit of an unusual angle there. And it's going to pick up the kill onto Pasha. Now Neo alone and looking for the ace. And he's got no bullets. He goes down. Great round here from FlipSid. That looked like for sure it was going to be VP's.
Yeah, I agree. With Neo coming back and getting 3 kills over on that A side, it's basically like Neo rotates all across the map. Like he's playing in that connector for most of the time, but then he's just like, okay, I'll go over to A, I'll get some kills there, and then he leaves B though, and without him on the B side, it doesn't look like VP are kind of quite up to snuff to hold it, because wherever Neo isn't, that's where FlipSid are getting the kills right now, and that's not pretty for VP. It's so ugly, in fact, that they're on pistols here, having to take a round of eco, and maybe even so much as 2 rounds of eco. So it's definitely a bit nasty, and they're getting their gamble on as well now. Anders, they go for a stack on B.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a real shame for VP. They win 4 rounds in a row, and then they just by losing 1, they won't be able to. That is definitely upsetting. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, the 4 rounds they won, the first 3 of them, well, actually 3 of them, 2 of them they had 3 people left, and 2 of them they had 1 left. So those 2 rounds that were down to a 1v1 clutch, they're just expensive. They take their toll on the economy, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. Having to spend money, I mean, that's what it's all about at this point. And as far as FlipSid are concerned, they're just going to be very happy. Now I'm thinking like they need to at least get a 9-6 here, FlipSid, and that should definitely be possible, all things considered. Now that Virtus.pro, if they go for a buy in the next round, it's going to be a bit of a slim one. So FlipSid could have a great opportunity here to shut down Virtus.pro and just run away with this half. We'll find out if that's possible. Neo tries to fall back onto the A site, and he gets caught out in the open, and Taz rotating through. But I do believe I saw Davkos here ready and waiting, yes. Scoped up on the hut. And now it's going to get a bit tricky for Taz to get out of here in one piece.
I think they're hoping for a mistake on FlipSid's part here. Just maybe steal an AK in the confusion when the bomb goes up. Taz sees the shadow, gets the headshot, but when he comes back out, there's a whole army of people waiting for him on the other side. It just wasn't what he was expecting. And Pasha, he gets a shot on World Edit. So, I mean, they do a minimal amount of damage there, BP, but at least it's something. and it's going to bring them into a 4-7 situation, and they will buy Virtus.pro, which means they're kind of going to be skipping on the AWPs and auto snipers and all that stuff. I'm not sure if it would have made sense for them to double eco just to get that, because I don't know, like the double AWP setup on this map, I don't think it's been effective as we were theory crafting the first time we saw it, you know? Seems like a map where it should be useful, but no one's really made it work like super well yet.
Yeah, you're right. It's the long lines. Doesn't really seem to matter so much if you have the rifles up close in the right position at the right time. I don't know. It's a little bit tricky. Bialy, just no luck for him. Down to 75, and that was just some shots through the smoke, so definitely unfortunate. CyberFocus just being able to kind of trace him through. And well, now 7-4 the score. Flip side, they're just playing so patient. They're waiting. After that initial peak, they don't really go for anything aggressive past that, apart from the wall bang. So maybe channeling their inner MSL at this point.
Well, it looks like FlipSid wanna. Are they gonna boost down there?
Yeah, Davcost boosted up. They're using Virtus.pro's own trick against them. That's nasty stuff.
But look at where Pasha is. He's actually up there.
No, and he does a
Doja. That is amazing. He actually managed to get the kill. And now Snack's going to be jumping past the smoke. Blade, you can't possibly believe that you can outplay Snacks in the smoke as well. That's his domain. It's going to be a 3v3 now. And the bomb is dropped real far back with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, now it's going to come down to whether they can get the kills, I think. Snacks is going to be sneaking his way closer to apartments. World Edit comes running through, though, and he gets caught midair. Looking better and better here for Virtus.pro. 20 seconds left here on the clock, and they still need to go get that bomb or get both kills. And it's not looking likely when Snacks is able to take out Markelov, leaving CyberFocus all alone. He's running away, probably going to hide over in T-spawn. There's really no hope for him to be able to do anything constructive, unless he can just prevent them from picking up an op. But Snacks is sitting on top of where he actually killed World Edit. Yeah, so he's going to be able to come back here and pick it up, no problem at all. Finds it at the last second. The quad kill for Snacks in that round, though. Just got to point that out.
Yeah, Snacks stepping it up. I mean, it's really 3 people on VP right now who are doing super well, and then Bialy and Taz are doing a little bit worse. And I think I actually picked Bialy for my teams right now, you know, and Taz. I think I picked both of them, didn't I? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I at least picked Taz.
Yeah,
so,
I'm pretty sure you did, yeah.
I mean, we're obviously going to have a serious talk later. You know, the step into my office kind of talk.
I'm going to have that kind of talk with Pasha, man. He just pulled a Doja. Like swapping the weapon, right? Except that he doesn't have Doja's luck, I guess. He swaps just as Cyber walks in there. Alright, but smoke goes down on underpass, and FlipSid are changing up their tactics. Now they're heading over towards this A side. In force, goes jumping across. Pasha blind. Is he going to make it out? Yes, he will, it looks like. Davcost, however, spots the head. And now he might be able to spot out Neo as well. Walks out into the open, gets picked off by Pasha. Now this is when it turns into a bit of a shooting range. Because Pasha can play this fairly passively. He will get headshot in the end, but he did the damage. He took 2 kills.
Yeah, 1 man up for VP. And Blade, I don't think he saw the gun barrel. He's rechecking it. Maybe he did, because he saw Snacks right there and almost going down. He's going to get shot in the back by Taz. And Markelov is going to be alone here. 1v3, 45 seconds. The bomb down on the slope, and he's trapped. Going to be facing 2 at the same time. And Bialy will pick up a double kill to make it 6 and 7. And this is great for VP. I think these 6 rounds is fine. On the second half, they're going to be able to build something on this alone. Now the question is, how much more could they get? Because FlipSid, they're ecoing.
Yeah, that's the catastrophe, right? That is like when you know, all right, guys, we've just lost all of our everything, our momentum. It hurts. One thing we have to keep in mind, though, is that they are playing with 2 stand-ins, right? So FlipSid, so it was going to be a bit of a rough shot right from the start, but they did actually manage, I think, to catch a bunch of people off guard, probably Virtus.pro included, with how well they've done so far. Snacks just barely keeping it together. Will take the kill on Blade, and that was actually through tags, basically. And Pasha gets a backstab on a World Edit. Okay, then.
I mean, killing people just with Glocks it's just hard, isn't it? Like, I don't know what the equivalent is. It's like you're playing Dota 2 Sumler, and you're laning with Wisp, and you're thinking, I'll just put some damage in onto this guy whenever he steps forward, and you realize, oh wait, oh that's right, I'm playing Wisp. I'm really not doing anything, am I? Like, my time is better wasted just, like, you know, repositioning my model every once in a while. It does about, you know, the same.
Find someone to just link to, right?
yeah, do that instead.
Like, Wisp is like the mystical lamprey, man. Just, like, latches on to someone and never lets go. I think Pasha had a bit of a scary moment there, and he spotted Cyber Focus's heel, and he sees the gun barrel, and Snacks is actually going to rob him. Instead, it's going to be double and drop down room, and Cyber Focus getting the drop on Bialy. Nicely done there. Taz now has to hold his own here to try and buy time for the rotation to come through from his teammates. And he's not going to be able to do it.
Not too bad. He goes down at the end, but Markolov is going to refrag there onto Snacks, and Blade will take down Neo. And it's going to leave it up to Pasha, and he was swapping the weapons against Semler, and he ends up going down. FlipSid will win the 8th round, so good job on their part, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think 8-7 is enough rounds T-side when you're playing Virtus.pro. I think they're going to be quite strong as well when they are going to be playing T-side now. So, what do you think? What do you think? FlipSid, do they stand a chance here?
I think they might just get railroaded here because, again, Virtus.pro are just a team flat out that nobody wants to play. But when it comes to Cobble in particular, teams are just like, yeah, we don't want to play Virtus.pro on this map. And I think we're seeing that now. Yes, I mentioned they changed up a few of their positions. At least that's the way it looked. But on CT side, T side, they were very strong early on. Virtus.pro, they definitely adopted the new Cobble fairly early, put some work in on it, and tried to get ahead of the competition. I think we're seeing that now. They are a real threat on this map. So, FlipSid, they've definitely got their work cut out for them here, and we'll see what kind of setup they're going to go for. They're probably just calling it out right now, being like, yeah, I could go for this spot. Oh, okay, I'll take that spot then. And it's going to be winging it. They're going to need to have some excellent communication here, I think, to make this work versus Virtus.pro.
The go where you like approach to Counter-Strike. Where can I get the most frags, basically?
Exactly, man. It's all about stats.
Everyone's going to be bomb site. Not an unreasonable idea, because if they come B, then they've got a stack. If they come A, very likely Davkos is going to be able to seed much earlier. And already they're rushing into the B bomb site here. Markolov shooting over the smoke, not really hitting anything. Grenade out, not going to miss either. And look at that, Snacks with a double kill, and Virtus.pro rushing into the bomb site and really making it work. And Blade instantly regretting walking through that smoke. That is hilarious.
Dude, you got to give it to Davkos, though. He's hit 2 sick headshots. And now he's looking for more as well. Nearly takes out Bialy. This guy is on point. Can he find Taz? Bit of a shooting gallery here. 2 targets for him to go after, and he's going to not get it done. It's actually Taz that kills Bialy for him, but he did succeed in taking Neo down to 1 HP, so Davkos put up one hell of a fight in that round.
I mean, someone had to. He was also pretty much the only one who did it, so a nice attempt, definitely. Now, what am I seeing? Really Virtus.pro? 3 Mac 10s, 1 UMP, and an MP7.
Wow, and it's actually quite surprising that they're going to assume that FlipSid, almost a mixed team now with 2 players, right? That they're going to go for just a pistol go. And it's going to work. It should work marvelously well here. Blade holding the angle, though, gets the headshot on Taz, so he's going to manage to take him out at least, but Cyber Focus to remove Bialy, and some damage being taken. Davkos in the end is going to have that scout, but you know who did this last? It was Fnatic.
Why am I not surprised?
And in the grand finals versus TSM, right? They were definitely expecting TSM to go for a hard save, and of course TSM, that was like the 50-50 gamble, right? Do they force up with Kevlar or not? And TSM forced with Kevlar that time and just destroyed. That was like the beginning of Cobble, right? So
and
painful for Fnatic.
The only people to survive that round on VP side were the one with Mag 10s.
Is it a sign?
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, I agree.
It's almost like I want FlipSid to just go for like 5-7 armor in this round, just to be like, okay, you're obviously going to be sticking with those Mag 10s, so bring it, you know. But they are going to go unarmored again, which means maybe Neo is going to have a field day. I think he got a triple with the Mag 10, and he's obviously going to want more. They're boosting up. They're in fact grouping up so that it's nice and easy to kill all of them at the same time with the Tech 9 this time on Taz. He gets a triple. They all die in that corner. Oh, what an upset.
And Neo gets the last one.
You have to appreciate how FlipSid is trying to they're really attempting to make it neat and nice for Virtus.pro.
Especially the fact that he's got the Tech 9. He's just like, Taz is like, I don't need the 32. I got the 24. More than enough. More than enough to get that kill. I bet you Taz, though, at that point is just like, damn it, why didn't I buy a Mac 10? How much money would that have been?
Probably, right.
Unfortunate turn of events there, but whatever. Taz, he's gonna feel a little bit pleased about that. And didn't you have Taz too on your lineup?
I think I
That's what
did.
you're saying. So yeah. You have Taz. So 7 kills. He's bringing it back. You know what, Anders? That's it. Flip side, they were considerate. They heard your bet and they're like, okay, well let's help a brother out here.
I mean, Taz is gonna have to do a lot better right now to you know, to escape the raft here. Blade is playing on the A-bomb site alone. He's gonna get the first kill, but next in line, Neo is gonna go down, and Taz, you know, the hero that we need there to pick up the kill. World Edit now holding right by the drop here at the balcony. He's gonna get 1 kill, but goes down. And Markelov coming in now. Him versus Taz, and Taz with a nice headshot for the triple kill. All right. Maybe he is listening.
He's heating up, that's for sure. Holy hell, Taz. Okay, then. He's at 7 frags. Now he's at 10 frags. Taz coming alive here. And FlipSid, I mean, it's similar to what we saw in the first half, essentially, where FlipSid were able to win the first buy round, continue on to pick up a 5-0 lead. We'll see if Virtus.pro can do the same here, because right now, FlipSid, they are definitely in a deep hole. 12 rounds is likely what we're going to see here for Virtus.pro, and then that's just spitting distance from actually closing out this map. So we'll see how things go as already. Once again, FlipSid kind of gathering up close. This HE could be effective, but no, it's going to be first man through this time around, Neo.
Oh, World Edit. That is a really dirty headshot. He shot Snacks, I think, through his own foot and then into Snacks' face. That looked really interesting. Now 2v2. And a little bit of skating around on the Go TV here, but still more than a minute left, and VP are just slowing it down to a crawl. Want to find out exactly where FlipSid are holding. Molotov in, grenade in as well, and that's going to be it. Blade. And actually both of them burning alive on that Molotov. That was a perfect Molotov from Neo.
And it's an anti-eco ace for Neo as well, then. He got all 3, and then he burns both of them alive at the end. No mercy, man. They might as well call this guy Vlad the Impaler. Like, he just laughed. He heard the screams, and he just laughed. Wrecked is right. Wrecked is right. Okay. Now we go into the big round here, and FlipSid continuing with the double op strategy. So Cyber Focus and Davcost, both of them on the op, and Pasha not getting the angle right, but before last bullet gets the wallbang headshot on Blade, and that's going to make Blade a pretty sad camper here.
Yeah, down to 23. No fun at all. Trying to fall back and get his buddy Davcost to help him out up in the A-bomb site as well, and they're actually rotating World Edit in. And that double up setup had better be effective for FlipSid, because they're 4 rounds down, and if they start to lose with such an expensive buy, well, Virtus.pro might not even slow down. They might just, you know, speed on to the victory here.
We'll see. World Edit starts off strong by taking out Pasha, and Davcost alive on the site itself. We'll find that kill on Bialy, who's preparing a Molotov. So a little bit unfortunate there for Bialy. They didn't have his gun out. World Edit, though, holding the line, just stopping Virtus.pro cold. And that drops the bomb on the other side of the truck here. World Edit did not see that, so probably not sure, but he's got his mate there to watch it. Now he's going to know, hey, by the way, I've got this great thing that you need, Virtus.pro.
I like the position that World Edit was holding there, because actually there was a smoke right in front of the SWAT truck, and he was sort of jumped up on it, and I don't think they could see him, but he could definitely see them coming up on the site. That is interesting. I'm going to definitely go and check that if that is actually doable.
Time to take some notes.
Yeah,
Pen and paper, you know, always.
Pen and paper. This is 2015. I had to remember the year. This 2015 similar. Can't just use pen and paper anymore, man.
That's what it's all about, bro. There's something satisfying about it. I'll get you a fresh nib.
Oh, look at VP. I mean, yeah. FlipSid get around, and the Virtus.pro come back with 3 openings all across the map, leaving Cyber Focus and Blade.
Cyber Focus and Blade basically now, they're in a bit of a dark spot. Blade actually trading places in the smoke. Snacks, did he realize that? I think he did, because he catches Blade coming out the other side, and that's just so painful for Blade. Cyber Focus now going to stay alive, basically going to try to at least, because there could be a man there waiting for him. Taz still hanging around over here by T side. He's actually predicting Cyber Focus's movements. In case Cyber Focus wants to run into T spawn, Taz is going to spot that. This is some very great prediction work coming in here by Taz. It looks like Cyber Focus might be content to just sit in, and he's going to get boxed in here as well. So the nades start to sail in. He knows I'm not alone. Gets that point-blank shot onto Neo, though, but that's going to set it up for Bialy, and now Taz closing in as well. Bomb is ticking away. They're starting to run out of time. If they want to get this AWP, Virtus.pro, they're going to have to speed up, and Taz will catch Cyber Focus looking the wrong way. So, successful round there for Virtus.pro rather, and pretty much the worst case scenario here for FlipSid, because that leaves them with no money at all, and that should put Virtus.pro up on 14 rounds here.
Yeah, this is not looking good, is it? I don't know what to say. I mean, even though with like a 4-round difference doesn't seem like a lot, but somehow it feels to me like Virtus.pro have been in control of this game like all throughout. It doesn't seem like FlipSid have ever, even when they've had the round lead, it doesn't feel like they've had like that much to say really. So I'm a bit worried for the FlipSid team.
Let's see, nice peek there early on by Pasha. And Blade is going to be able to take him out, but he gets the fallback nade. And World Edit with the USP somehow holds the line, gets a kill point blank. Davcost will land a shot on Taz. That was the man World Edit took very low there towards the end. And Neo, oh man, Davcost, that's the thing. Sometimes with the Deagle, you feel like you got that shot, and then the bullet just vanishes. And that might have been one of those times there for Dav.
Yeah, should have been, could have been, but it just wasn't. And Neo, we're going to get a double kill. And Virtus.pro will end up at 14 rounds. So 2 away from stealing this map from FlipSid. On cobblestone as well. It's good we get to see a bit of cobblestone here. I feel like sometimes it gets... I don't know if it gets neglected, but sometimes it's just like... we only see like the tier 2 teams playing on it sometimes, and like the tier 1 teams, they want to save it for LAN or whatever, so it doesn't get played online quite as much, maybe.
Cobblestone?
Yeah, I feel like it's been... I don't know, it's been like Mirage and Cash for the longest time.
Yeah, it's feeling like it's gonna... It might turn into our new trains and nukes, right? Well, train we seem to see all the time for some odd reason. I guess that's more with Hellraiser involved. And
we are going to have train twice this evening as well, between TSM and FlipSid, and between Fnatic and Titan.
Oh, Fnatic Titan, that is going to be a fantastic match.
And the very last of the evening, guys. So it's like we designed it, right?
Almost.
We want you to stay all day.
Alright, well, let's see now. Go for it.
I'm just wondering if Cyberfocus is going to jump to try and take a peek here. That would be funny. They've already lost the entry frag here as World Edit has gone down and everyone is pushing, except for Pasha, who's making his way in, and he's going to spot Cyberfocus. That's actually really well played by Pasha. He goes down anyway, but he's still done a lot. Rotation is all the way towards B, and Davkos, the only one still at A. He goes down. So now it's just a lot of trouble here. Blade and Markolov are the only 2 left, and it's going to be match and map point if they run, but they will because they just can't really do anything else.
They don't really have any other option. No, it's brutal, but it's true. If they want to have a fighting shot at keeping Virtus.pro from taking this map, they're going to have to hold on to the AK that they managed to find. So nicely done there. They're running all the way back over to B-side plateau to pick that up from Pasha's corpse. And then Blade, of course, with his M4. So, unfortunately, that was actually a really nice bait and switch there by Virtus.pro, drawing the attention over to the B site and then quickly pushing up on the A side. I believe it was Snacks with the... Or no, Taz. Yeah, Taz with the entry at the top of ramp there. Managing to catch that man out of position, just opening up the site for Virtus.pro. So, VP, I mean, I don't feel like we're seeing like anything really crazy out of Virtus.pro right now. It does feel kind of straightforward. We might have to attribute this to the fact that FlipSid are playing with 2 stand-ins after all.
It could well be that has a real impact here on the match. It's so hard to know. I mean, Cyberfocus has had a bit of an off game. You can tell he's down to 6 kills right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone else on FlipSid is doing reasonably well when it comes to the kills. So it probably is just the team coordination that's lacking a bit. And it's hard when you, especially playing CT side, we need those rotations. You need the good information from your teammates. You're playing with people who aren't quite used to whatever key team chemistry is normally there. It just all gets a bit weird, doesn't it?
That's true. Angles, etc., positioning, timing that you develop with your own teammates from repeatedly playing on the same side with them all the time. I mean, all sorts of things like this get lost. So they are putting up one hell of a fight here, though. They're making Virtus.pro work for it, and there's the pop flash from Blade, and he's going to get the last shot onto Pasha. I think that was the last bullet he put through there as well. Snacks just come back and take out Markolov, though.
And almost Blade, too. He's down to 19 here. That would have been a sick double kill, but now the rest are pushing A. And it seems like FlipSid, they've sort of seen this coming as they took down 2 people over at B and nobody else rushed through. And even the World did it moving forward to see that nobody else really is there. Davkos with a good scout shot, but then Neo with a double return. Cyberfocus is going to flash his way through, but in the smoke here, they're waiting on the other side. And that is just never going to work. 2 chickens waiting for World Edit. He's going to be in a 1v2 picking up an AK, and this one is for the map. He's going to try and clutch it here. Walks up, takes down Neo. Sick headshot, and the Molotov to follow. Taz up there, and he's going to win it against them. Really nicely done here by World Edit.
World Edit, man, coming through in the clutch. That's incredible. And that was just, I mean, you have to give it to Blade for getting 2 kills within the World Edit, of course, with the 2 key frags. Everybody getting a piece of the action, though. Everybody getting their time to shine, but it wasn't meant to be this time for Taz, at least. No clutch to win it. He has already clutched once. Maybe that was his maximum capacity for clutch in a day. I wonder. No. I wonder if that's possible. You know, it's like a fuel tank, right? You know, you only got so much clutch in you for a night. You got to manage it.
Well, I don't know about that. I was trying to come up with some other angle on this, but I'm just going to give up as Virtus.pro is winning this game right here. Blade and Davkost are the only 2 left. The bomb is going down. I was going to go with something like a clutch a day, you know, keeps the doctor away, that kind of thing.
Oh, I got you. That could work.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that works. Blade is going to be taking down Snackson. Good headshot here on Pasha, but it's not enough. Pasha actually threw a grenade, and it seemed to have landed like 10 seconds after he died, but he still got the kill, just reaching out from beyond the grave to win the game, and that will be it. Virtus